Well, the numbers are finally in. The Floyd Mayweather versus Manny Pacquiao event was expected to break financial records, and it certainly did. The fight generated more than 4.4 million domestic pay-per-view buys, which is about 400 million in domestic revenue alone. The WSJ's Chairusmi was in Las Vegas, and he's here to discuss the numbers. Welcome to you. Did I pronounce your name right?
You did.
All right, great, buddy. Good to see you. We were both in Las Vegas that weekend. And really, I mean, when you think about it, we were witnessing history, and we kind of knew that at the time in terms of the financial revenue side of it. The event is now expected to generate 500 million in gross worldwide receipts. Does this come as a surprise to you?
No, not at all. As you said, it was expected to break records. It did break records. It exceeded expectations, which I guess is the surprise. But the fact is, boxing's not really a niche, is sort of a niche sport now. So the fact that the mainstream population wanted to see this fight, it was a good thing for sports and boxing.
Right, and let's take a look at some of these numbers. The 4.4 million in pay-per-view buys doubled the buys generated by Mayweather's fight against De La Hoya and nearly tripled the $150 million generated by Mayweather and Canelo Alvarez in 2013. Will this fight go down in history? And if so, will it go down in history from a financial standpoint or a boxing standpoint?
Well, those numbers are staggering, definitely from a financial standpoint. From a boxing standpoint, it probably won't make the list of fights of the year, probably not. I mean, guaranteed.
That's crazy.
Right. It was somewhat of a, a lackluster result. Unfortunately, it came out later. Pacquiao might have been injured or was injured.
Yeah.
So, we might not have gotten the best from him. Mayweather sort of fights in that style where he makes most of his opponents look bad.
Yeah.
So it wasn't, from a pure excitement standpoint, probably not.
And I always feel that if the guy can't hit you, then that's an exciting fight. But, the public disagreed on that. There were 46,000 closed circuit admissions at the MGM resorts, and it was available to more than 5,000 bars across the U.S. What do you think about the way that the fight was promoted by these fighters?
I was surprised about those numbers because the fight, it was a joint promotion. So it was Mayweather 50%, Mayweather 50% Pacquiao. So the fight, you didn't see Subway ads for the fight and things like that.
That's a good point, yeah.
So I think the fight, could have probably generated more money if one of the promotions took the lead on the promoting the fight. And I think it was a lot of word of mouth, a lot of media coverage on the fight that produced a lot of this revenue. But the fight, it could have probably even been promoted more.
And for the number of last-minute things that actually unfolded and happened when didn't happen the way they needed to happen.
Right.
Possibly. Don't tell Mayweather that, because he probably does deep down inside want a rematch. Is that right?
Right. Well, absolutely. I mean, I think both guys want a rematch. Pacquiao's already indicated he wants a rematch when he recovers from his shoulder injury. I mean, I think this is the fight that people, even if it doesn't produce as much money, even if it produces half the revenue this fight produced, I mean, I think they're going to have to fight again.
Yeah, because that's still more than any other person he could fight.
Right.
We'll see what happens. Chairusmi, thank you very much.